Hi everybody, this is Yadira Roman with Art2Heart Interviews. Today I am here with Heidi Fosli, and she is one of our ATIM Top 60 Masters of 2019. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here. I was previously watching some of your other recordings from the Florence Biennale, and this year you're going to be in the Venice Biennale, correct? I just want to honor you first of all because I feel as if your work is not only a contribution to our environment and really spreading awareness for the preservation of that, but you have a very beautiful and unique form of also embodying the individual role in that process. So tell us about, you know, what you're going to be bringing to the Biennale this year.
Okay, first of all, I'm very happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me. And yes, I'll tell you a little bit about the Venice Biennale. I'm very excited to participate there, and I'm going to bring two paintings, two very large works, We Are Bride and Waterfall Dress.
Can you tell us a bit about them?
Yes, one is, they are both figurative paintings. So the theme is thirst, and actually for this year's Biennale, there are different themes for the different pavilions.
Oh.
So actually, I was invited by an Italian curator who has been following me for a long time, and so I'm not going to be represented in the Nordic or Norwegian. I'm a Norwegian artist, nor the Italian, but the pavilion of Bangladesh.
Oh wow!
So it's very exciting, and there are 3 guest artists. There's a well-known Italian artist, a painter, and an Italian sculptor, and me from Norway. And then there are 6 artists from the country, Bangladesh.
Oh my God, that's unique. That's different. So, congratulations.
Yeah, so thank you. And I consider myself a universal artist, so it's going to be very exciting. And the Venice Biennale is considered the world's most important exhibition, so it's fantastic. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Excited.
That's exciting. And you are a universal artist. Yeah. Your work definitely embodies that. And here we have 2 of your most recent paintings that will be exhibiting this week. So tell us a bit about that.
Yes, I start very intuitively, because I want to bring out from my soul to show to appear on the canvas. So I start with color and feel emotion, and then I look at the work and I see figuration, contours of figures, human figures, and then I elaborate on that. So it's actually a combination of intuition and cognition. And I consider myself a colorist, and I'm also I'm very inspired by the early impressionist painters, and also the symbolism of Edvard Munch. So I combined everything all together, and because I want to create a unique expression that comes from me and nobody else.
Your work has a very powerful message. Can you share with our audience what it is that you frequently?
Yes, I have an ongoing theme to address issues that we face in our society in a global perspective. So it's always about the society and our challenges.
And tell me about I know you've told me about the physical process in terms of how you create, but what's the internal process? Do you paint and it comes forth, or do you paint intentionally? How is that for you?
I collect the inspiration as I always, whatever I look at, and I always think composition. And right now I live most of the year in Italy because I find the most inspiration there, and I have a house and a studio there. So I travel between Norway and Italy. And so I also make extensive travels around the world. So it's all during my travels that it's all part of the process in collecting.
Beautiful. So you're walking inspired.
Yes.
It's beautiful. And you have a lot of travels, like you said. So
yes.
What are the exhibits do you have coming up? What's this year and the following? Because I know you're doing a lot. You're expanding your vision.
Yes, I'm very busy. And yeah, so this, the first is the Venice Biennale after I returned to Europe. And then I have a few exhibitions in Norway, and I will also receive an award when I go to Venice. It's not with the Biennale; it's another organization that wants to give me an award.
Wow! Congratulations!
Thank you.
Wow! How do you feel about this point in your career right now?
Yes, I feel very good about it, and I feel. That it's the right time, and I have had many years to come to this point, and it's a development that I needed. I'm constantly developing my work. I never rest, and I could never do the same thing over again. So I have to go on and challenge myself. So. Yeah, so it's about 13 years since I had my first exhibition.
Wow.
Yes.
That's beautiful, and that's very inspirational what you said. You've got to go on and keep challenging yourself.
Yes.
And you're doing big things. You have a representation with a few museums right now, yeah?
Yes, that's correct. I'm represented in 3 museum permanent
This is a big star right here.
collections in 3 different countries, and that's in Denmark, Italy, and the USA.
Wow. That's amazing. So you're definitely doing a lot of things with your work. Tell us a bit about where that started for you. I want to hear a little bit about your childhood, or what sparked your notion to want to express yourself through art.
Yes, I actually been fond of drawing, and since I was a small child, and my next door neighbor from where I grew up was a famous Norwegian sculptor, Knut Steen. And I was a best friend with his daughter, so I was there a lot, and I saw him develop his sculptures, and I think it has affected me in a way that I actually also taken sculpture lessons. But it's primarily painting. But I actually paint sculptures, so you can see here they are sculpture-like.
Can you tell us a little bit about this beautiful colorscape above? Hidden landscapes?
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yes, it's some of my works are more abstract than others, and so this is. But my work are, I also have a background within the study of psychology. So they are also a bit psychological, so hence the title Hidden Landscape. So, but here I'm also working with the lines and in the compositions, and also I brought in some geometry in some of my latest works.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
You seem to have a very centered grasp on how art can have a positive influence on people. So is there a message, you know, not everyone would consider themselves an artist, although I personally think we all are one way or another. Is there a message that you have out there for people? You know, how can they practice art in a form that can keep them, I guess, in a healthy mental state?
Yes, I think for those, I think art is a very good tool for people who would like to get in touch with their inner selves, and some people even use art as therapy, and there are courses you can attend. And
yeah, thank you. And how can they find your work? Where can people find you?
I live both in Norway and Italy, but I have a website, and I'm very active in social media, and they can find me there.
And what's your social media name? For those out there who don't know.
No, it's Heidi Fosli.
Okay.
And also on Instagram and Facebook. Yeah.
Okay.
And my website is HeidiFosli.com.
Well, thank you, and I look forward to celebrating the rest of this weekend with you, and thank you for being a contribution to our platform and allowing us the opportunity to represent your work. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting me.
Of course.
And it's an honor.
Thank you
very
so much. And as always, stay inspired.